What was your first concert you went to, and do you still listen to their music? It was either Busted or Hilary Duff. And I still listen to both of them because they still like come on shuffle on my iPod. Sometimes I don't listen to them intentionally, but when they come on I just can't turn them off. Like, they're sort of nostalgic hits that come on and it's just like, oh, I have to listen to them. So yeah, I think that was mine. I think I still have a t-shirt from the Hilary Duff concert. It was like a pink one with like a love heart and then a shadow. Anyway, if you could live in any world, past, present, future, Earth, film world, book world, own made up world in your head world, etc., where would you live and why? Personally, I would live in this world. I'm not big on messing about with time and thinking about what would be or could be or whatever. I'm sort of very much, I live now. If I didn't live now, my life would be extremely different and I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing and enjoying my life the way that I'm enjoying it now. So yeah, I probably wouldn't live anywhere else but here. However, if I had like a day somewhere else, which was another question that somebody asked, if I had a day in another world, I would probably go back to a simpler time, maybe like anywhere in the Roaring 20s or in the 50s or 60s. I would love to go there where things were a little bit more simple and a little bit more elegant, I guess. You know, go out in some really nice clothes and have a gentleman meet me and open the door, you know, just little things like that. Which book to film adaptation do you love and which one do you hate? I love The Perks of Being a Wallflower film adaptation just because I know Stephen Chbosky, whatever, directed it and it was as he would have wanted it, because I'm very much all for books that are translated into films in a way that's very faithful to the book. I think the Harry Potter franchise did that very well, although the whole, like, certain things were omitted, which irritated me a little bit. I don't hate any one film adaptation, although I didn't like certain things in The Great Gatsby adaptation by Baz Luhrmann. I didn't like certain things. Some things I was like, oh, I really dislike that. But as a film, it's one of the most amazing films I've ever seen. So it kind of weighs each other out. Also, a really good adaptation is the new version of Jane Eyre. I just think the way that they did the creepy little interspersed memories was just, oh, so good. It was so good. I loved it. It's amazing. If you could have kept any fictional alive from any book or series, who would you keep alive? Either Tonks or Fred. Tonks because she had a child and I would have wanted that child to be born and to live. However, it would have been nice if Fred could have lived, because then that would just make things easier on the Weasley family and it would just mean that he had a longer life. But I suppose more Tonks so that her child could be born, so that, and like, essentially 2 lives were lost when Tonks died. So I was like, so sad. Either that, or a character from one of my favourite book series that's just been killed off. And I really don't know what's going to happen next, but I don't know whether they're going to come back or not. So I can't really say that. What is your stance on books that have been written in, e.g. unknown provenance, inscriptions, underlining, etc.? Exciting. It gives the book character, and sometimes, most of the time, when you buy textbooks and there's annotations in them, it's often useful. So I don't mind having people having written things in my books. I do get a little bit OCD when like people haven't underlined things straight, or if their handwriting's really messy and it just sort of scrolls across like the entire page so you can't read what's actually on the page. That annoys me, but apart from that I feel like it gives the book a bit more character, and it makes, I just get excited when I see something written in a book that's like not for me, but there's like a mystery behind it. It's really invigorating, it thrills me. It's cool. Which character would you choose if you could bring them into this world? I would choose a character that would make a difference or be nice or have a purpose. I wouldn't necessarily bring a character into this world that I just wanted to meet, because I don't think that'd have any effect on anyone, because I might want to meet Voldemort, but that wouldn't do the world any good, would it? So you know. Personally, it would either be Emma Morley from One Day, because she's such a righteous person that she will fight for what she wants, and I feel like the world could use a bit more of her, like, spunk and a bit more of her outgoing activism, you know? Either her, or I would bring, this isn't a fictional character, but I would bring Anne Frank to see, just for a day, to see how the world has changed, and that, like, when she died, like, things got better, to give her peace of mind, like, they didn't stay as they were. I'd like to maybe do that, something along those lines.